All right, all right. So it's week 13. I'm a little early, a little late. The game's gonna be coming on. I don't like none of y'all. So first thing first, Saints versus the Falcons. My pick would definitely be the Saints in this Who Dat Nation. Um, Ty Gurley is back. I'm guessing he's gonna start, but the Saints haven't given up a 100-yard rusher in I don't know how long. Do I think Gurley will probably score this game? Probably. Julio Jones is back, so that balances that out. So Julio back, Calvin Ridley back. Um, Actually, the Falcons been doing good. This could be an upset. I forgot. Dog, I forgot that Taysom Hill is still playing. As much as oh, shoot. Can Taysom Hill beat the Falcons? Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't know. I don't know. Can Taysom Hill beat the Falcons? Do I have to go against my Saints one time? Oh God. I ain't like Taysom Hill since he started, so that's my fault. Raheem Moore has been coaching his butt off. This actually might be an upset game. I'm a Saints fan. I'm gonna go with the Saints, but this probably is an upset game. Looking at it, Julio Jones really, Gurley's back. Like I said, you know they're not gonna shut down Kamara. Michael Thomas might be a wash because he got no quarterback to give him the ball like that. Same with Emmanuel Sanders. This is going to be an interesting game. More competitive than I thought off the top of my head because I'm just immediately thinking Drew Brees is playing, but he's on IR. So, like I said, I'm going with the Saints because that's my squad, but they might get upset by Atlanta. Detroit at Chicago. Got to go with the Bears. Swift isn't playing. Galladay isn't playing. Stafford's going to always get his. Adrian Peterson's going to, keep racking up numbers. David Montgomery actually showed up last week. I'm guessing because Mitch Trubisky started, so you got a running quarterback mixed with a running back that always makes it good. Allen Robinson, I believe, is still gonna get his. So is Jimmy Graham, who might get more today because you know I would say Mitch Trubisky trusted him just like Nick Foles did. So around the red zone, that'd be interesting. You know, uh-oh, messages. So I'm taking the Bears over the Lions. Um, and I would say Khalil Mack, that defense is gonna get off today. They're gonna get some action going today, so it's gonna be interesting to me. Um, like I said, Stafford is gonna get his. Montgomery might. Um, Karen Johnson and could possibly. I don't know yet, but that's what I'm gonna go. Bears, da Bears, that type of thing. Cleveland at Tennessee. This is gonna be a game. Good game. Big game. This is the game where we're gonna see actually how good Cleveland is because they can't beat. They beat below. They beat bad teams. They beat average teams. They don't beat great teams, but this is an above average team. So this is their challenge. Like they're on the same level team wise. How competitive will it be? You know, Derrick Henry gonna get the ball. Nick Chubb gonna get the ball. Derrick Henry gonna get long runs at some point. Nick Chubb gonna get long runs at some point. They both might have a monster game where both of them go off. Personally, I keep saying Nick Chubb is the best running back in the NFL. I ain't talking about run and catch. I'm talking about just give him the ball. He's the best running back in the NFL. But Derrick Henry is still King Henry. Let's just put that out there. So Kareem Hunt is gonna have to do some things in and out the backfield. You got Juice Juice Landry, Jarvis Landry for some. He's gonna be off that play action game. You got to watch AJ Brown and Corey Davis. More so AJ Brown now because he's becoming a big play receiver off of the play action. And you know people forget that the Browns got corners, and I believe Garrett is playing in this game, so that pass rush they're gonna be on their head. But ironically, on the flip side of that, if Clowney's playing, that's gonna make the run game a little bit harder for Cleveland. But I don't see that. I see both backs going over 100. Maybe a touchdown, two touchdowns apiece, or whatever. But this is gonna be a good game in general. You know, Great run game, sound defense type of game. Cincinnati at Miami. This would have been a great matchup if, you know, Tua versus, Joe Burrow, but that ain't happening. Mixon is out. T. Higgins is in. Of course, T. Higgins has been balling in his rookie campaign. So that's pretty much the best they got. Giovanni Bernard is the best they got in the backfield. He might get you some points. But, you know, Miami, they got Fitzmagic. So you got, I want to say Gaskins is back as running back. So they've been playing great. They got great defense, and the defense, in my opinion, is going to overwhelm Cincinnati's offense and put them in a great position. So I would take Miami in this game. Hold on, did I? I didn't even say who I take in the Cleveland Tennessee game. I take Cleveland. I take Cleveland. Ironically, I take Cleveland. Just that's my upset that I could pick. But Miami, that's who it versus Cincinnati. I'm taking Miami. Fitzmagic gonna get off. Defense gonna get off. You hoping the receivers in Miami do their thing. But this game is prime for them to just keep on winning. And then next you got Jacksonville at Minnesota. Gotta take Minnesota. I don't I think both running backs gonna get off, but I don't think James Robinson's gonna get off like Dalvin Cook. And Dalvin Cook keeps getting hurt, so he's nicked up, but he keeps producing. So that's what's great about him. So Dalvin Cook is gonna get his. Between Jefferson and Thielen, they're gonna get theirs. Cousins is always, Cousins is trash against good teams a lot of times, but bad teams he gets off. So Cousins probably gonna light this one up. Sharks and no, Keenan Cole is gonna have to do something. James Robinson, like I said, he gonna, undrafted running back. He been killing. He's gonna be their starting running back for years to come. It's gonna be a good cornerback matchup with two rookie. I forget the brother's name out of Florida. He was slotted to replace Jalen Ramsey's spot. I want to say Cam Robinson or something like that. He's pretty good though, really pretty good rookie. Between him and Justin Jefferson, they know each other. Florida versus LSU. So you're gonna see that's gonna be a good receiver cornerback battle, which I like to watch personally. I like those type of things. But I got to take Minnesota in this game. I think they're just gonna beat the brakes off of Jacksonville. Jacksonville will compete, but no, Sharks in the game. The thing about it is, it might be more competitive than I say because Minnesota's defense is garbage. It's not the Minnesota Vikings defense of 2, 3, 4 years ago. These guys are just getting ran through. So I could see some long balls and some big plays being made by Jacksonville to keep this to keep this a high scoring affair, especially it's on the turf. So that's that track setting. You can see up and down the field. The Raiders versus the Jets. That game's already over. The game was over 2 days ago when when the Raiders landed in New York. That game is over. Uh, I think Jacobs is out if I'm not mistaken, but it doesn't matter because New York doesn't have the team to keep up. Period. So David Carr's gonna be solid as usual. I don't see what is the brother's name? Waller, maybe a get off at tight end, maybe. But the Jets are just a horrible team, and the Raiders are a whole lot better. They're not great, but they're a whole lot better than the Jets. So it's not even gonna be close. You know. So that's that. Then we got it's like I said, nothing for fantasy. Maybe you could take the Raiders defense because they playing the Jets, but I don't think anybody has the Raiders defense. Um, Interesting game. Like Saints defense against Atlanta. That's why I said it could be good, but with Taysom Hill at quarterback, they could put up points just because of the. Yeah, it's just going to be interesting with that one. But next game is Indianapolis at Houston. Oh man, it's going to be an ass whipping, bad ass whipping. The Colts are going to beat the brakes off of the Texans. Deshaun Watson is a great quarterback, but he got no team around him. No team. And Indianapolis probably has the best defense in the NFL. And they're not going to be able to run the ball. They can't run the ball anyways. Um, it's going to cause some issues with the coverages. So I can see some turnovers being made today. I think Randall Cobb is out. If I ain't mistaken, didn't Will Fuller get popped for drugs or something like that? So I don't think I'm not sure if he's playing or not. That's going to be an interesting thing. Then you got, you know, the Colts running backs are great. The receivers are really underrated. I don't like Phillip Rivers. He's a turnover machine, but he's great for this team. It's kind of throwback to when he started with San Diego. Run the ball, throw the ball, rely on the defense. And he could do that. He's doing that pretty good. And he could talk a lot of trash while he's doing it, which would tick off, the defense of the Texans. But the Texans can't keep up. So, I mean, T.Y. Hilton has had a down year, but Jonathan Taylor, all right. I think next year you're gonna see why. What was the running back that got hurt for them? He's out for the season. Mac. Now you're gonna see why Mac was the starter next year. But this is a Colts win all the way. The Rams at Arizona. This is a game where Arizona is a must win for Arizona. I'm gonna pick Arizona in this game because it's a must win for Arizona. I think Kyler Murray is back healthy with the shoulder thing. Maybe, maybe not. It's been a couple of weeks, so we shall see. Aaron Donald is going to be Aaron Donald and going to cause a whole lot of problems. But Kyler Murray can move outside of the pocket. D Hop is going to get his. Not as many end zone targets, but D Hop gets his. Kenyon Drake is going to have to do something in this game to keep the Rams defense at bay. Jared Goff is okay, but I don't. But Cooper Kupp underrated. Robert Woods underrated. They got good, really great receivers that are underrated. Pat Pete could keep up with one, but not two. Buda Baker gonna have to move around, especially with the three running backs. It's gonna be a very competitive divisional game. But like I said, it's a must win for Arizona. It's not a hope we win because they've been on a downslide lately. So if you don't win this one, it's over with. So I'm gonna take Arizona out in that space, because they this is an urgency game for them. When it comes to the Giants at Seattle, well, I mean, obviously the Seahawks gonna win. Russell Wilson gonna get off. I think Carson is back to being healthy, but they keep having a 2-3 headed monster in the backfield there. But everybody know DK Metcalf a monster. Tyler Lockett is underrated. They both gonna get theirs at some point. Russell Wilson rather has been Russell Wilson. He's been magic this whole year. The Giants have been desperately in the need of a team. Like New York in itself has just had a garbage year playing football. Evan Ingram has not done anything. Sterling Shepard hasn't done anything. Golden Tate hasn't done anything. And by the way, saying that, let me put this prediction out before next year starts. Watch Odell Beckham be right back with the Giants next year. Watch. Because now the Giants see that they need Saquon Barkley and they need Odell Beckham. Watch you wind up in a Giants uniform next year. And Cleveland gonna win on that too. Like, they keep the contract, but they won't get too many picks because Odell got hurt this year. But watch he winds up in a Giants uniform next year. But Seattle by a landslide. Philly at Green Bay. Oh, this is gonna be the game where Aaron Rodgers puts the Eagles out of their misery. It's over. It's over. Like it's over. I mean, it's really not over because all the teams in that division suck. So, Aaron Rodgers is gonna do his thing. Figuring Aaron Jones is where we got to figure it out. Aaron Jones, Devontae Adams is gonna kill these fools. Carson Wentz has been horrible. At some point, they're gonna have to think about benching Carson Wentz. I know they don't want to fathom it because he really hasn't had his receivers there. What's up, Darren? Like he hasn't had his receivers there pretty much all year. So it's just been a bad year, bad year, and I can't see that. Um, but Aaron Rodgers is gonna be the baddest quarterback in the league as usual. Carson Wentz gonna continue his struggles as usual, and you know, shout out to all the Packers fans because you're gonna get yours. Your cornerback's gonna look good today. Your safety's gonna look good today because they're gonna get some turnovers. New England at the L.A. Chargers. I'm gonna tell y'all, New England finna win this game ugly. Justin Hubert's gonna have to turn over the ball. He's been killing as a rookie quarterback. They just can't get over the winning hump. And all of a sudden, New England is gonna be back to 500. Get ready to see the Patriots at 500 near the end of the year can possibly make a push for the playoffs. Possibly. Possibly. Maybe not win a division, but make a playoff push. Possibly. So New England is going to get back to their quote unquote winning ways in a sense. They ain't got to winning ways unless they have a winning record, but that's a whole nother story. But they're going to be back to 500 today against the Chargers. Cam going to have to be Cam and, suck it up. They're going to run. And the reason why I say New England is going to win because there's going to be a defensive game where I bet J.C. Jackson and Stephon Gilmore really give Keenan Allen and Mike Williams problems in position and to the point where they're going to get some picks because of rookie quarterback throws. Man, why are people they killing me with these messages today. I hate y'all. My fantasy league going crazy right now. So that's, but he was going to throw that ball. Austin Eckler is actually where the wild card in this game. Is the wild card in this game. You can't. Uh-oh. Well, I mean, his cap hit without the next 2 years. Maybe. It's the NFL. They try anything, man. They blow anything. But we're going to get to Denver at Kansas City. This is going to be a horrible game. Horrible game for Denver. Ain't no way they're going to keep up in this track meet. Tyreek Hill might have another 200 yards. So just start everybody for Kansas City. Just everybody. I don't care. Quarterback, running backs, receivers. I think Sammy Watkins is back. If you got him on the low or whatever. What's his name? Kelsey, Hill. I'm going to slap the shit out of one of my coworkers because he dropping everybody at the last minute, messing up this little podcast. Start Andy Reid if you could. I mean, forget it. Start Andy Reid, start Eric Bieniemy. I don't care. The coaches, the kicker, everybody. Because it's going to be a Kansas City game. No, I'm sure Tony Gonzalez is going to be calling Shannon Sharp at some point. Now we're going to get the Monday night, Washington versus Pittsburgh. Got to take Pittsburgh. But something's up. Big Ben is questionable. I'm just glad his elbow been holding up during the weather. This game is going to be interesting, though. Competitive nonetheless. Terry McLaurin is always going to get his. He's a dog. But Clay, not just Clay, Chase Claypool, but I think James Conner is out for COVID. So Snell is on deck, and that's a problem. I'm about to cuss this dude out. He keeps doing this. What's up, Kid Gravity? Bro. Yeah. At some point, they're going to have to retract their statement with this quarterback situation in Washington. But Steelers going to win. Defense is going. You should start the defense if you got them. Buffalo at San Francisco. I'm going to move on to that. I'm taking Buffalo. Buffalo defense because San Francisco offense has been just horrible. Horrible. I'm going to call my homeboy in a minute. Like, hey, nigga, if you don't stop. So, Buffalo at Buffalo, the defense, I would start the defense. Honestly, like I said, Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, Moss or Singletary. Um, San Francisco defense has been getting healthy, but the season's kind of over for them. So I don't think if they're going to be competitive at this particular point, they probably, not necessarily tanking, but they just, hey, if we lose kind of situation. Giants are not going to beat Seattle, kid. It's not happening. And finally, Dallas at Baltimore. Uh, I'm going to take Baltimore regardless. The thing about it is, though, you got to start Zeke. Andy Dalton playing against Baltimore's defense. He knows the scheme well, so it's not like he's going to have a horrible game against the Ravens. I believe Campbell and the other cat on the defensive line is back, so that's going to give Zeke a hard problem running the ball. The question is if Lamar Jackson will be cleared by Tuesday. If he's cleared by Tuesday, they're going to beat the brakes off of the Cowboys. If not, they're going to beat the Cowboys because Robert Griffin has been playing well. It's okay. Robert Griffin, I take that. I take that over what the Cowboys got. So I'm going to leave it at that so I can get out of here. Y'all have a great day. Giants couldn't beat Seattle on Madden. Yeah, exactly. So appreciate y'all. Peace.